Hello. I just recorded a video in Norwegian for the first time since forever. It felt really weird. The reason for making it was short story. I was visiting the ocean because it's warm as fuck and I had to swim. And I was laying next to a woman and I started talking to her. I asked about her book, what she was reading, and we talked for, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe. And turns out she was grieving. She had lost her daughter a year ago to cancer, and when she asked me about my job, and I said I'm a counselor, I work with people who are struggling, people who experience trauma and how it affects them, she got real quiet and I'm like, something's going on. And I'm like, what are you thinking? And she's like, it's just such a coincidence that you started talking to me and now I'm learning that you're a counselor talking to people who are struggling, because I am struggling. And I'm like, oh, do you want to talk about it? Like, that of course I'm going to ask, do you want to talk about it? And she's like, yeah, I lost my daughter to cancer. And I had seen already, she had like a bracelet and it said fuck cancer, and I was like, I don't know if she had cancer or if she knows someone, but I didn't ask, I just took notice. But then I'm like, okay, it's her daughter. And I told her, yeah, I saw your necklace thing. So we talked about that for a bit, and then when I left, I said, like, we exchanged names, and I said, if you need to talk, like, either if you just want like a friendly conversation, or if you want me in my professional capacity, you know where to find me. Search my name, I'm on Facebook. And I'm just listening if someone's coming, because my internet's down and I'm waiting for someone to come fix it. And then I started thinking, okay, what if she goes to my page and starts going through like what's there? And all of a sudden I'm like, wow, she will get scared. Not just her, but people like her. Like, I don't even know what that is, but I feel like I'm so hostile in my posts, and like I'm aggressive. And I've known that before. But all of a sudden it hit me different. And like I'm in the middle of like feeling this and recognizing this, but I feel like I've been in this energy of people don't want to know the truth. I have to convince them. I have to be so honest about how difficult it is. I don't want to work with people who don't want to really look at themselves. I am really here. When I work with someone, I see them. I can't help it. It's not something I can choose to do or choose not to do. I can't turn it off. Well, sometimes I'm so fucking exhausted that it shuts off to some degree. But that's not how I am in a session. In a session, I am 100% on. I am there for you. So you might be telling me a story about something, and I'm going to see what's going on inside your feelings, in your inner world, as you're talking. You might say, and that's okay, you know, that thing happened, that's okay. And I'm like, why do you look so incredibly heartbroken and sad then, if it's okay? Because in your feelings, you're not really okay. Like, I'm okay is like a coping mechanism. It's the thing you're telling yourself because you believe you can't break down and be sad. So I'm always going to orient towards that, your inner world, what's there for you, what's true for you. I am here to bring us to that so we can see that. I am so used to, with my parents, to, which is my conditioning, that is my, but that's what's in my bones, you know, that when I see the truth or something true in them, they will deny it, and I will have to fight to have it seen, or coax them into seeing that that is the truth, which is, I think, why I'm so hostile often in my writing, because that is my imprint and I'm fighting against that constantly. And I don't want to, if people come to my page, I don't want to be unwelcoming. I don't want to be like scary. I want to be like, I want to be there. I want to, let me find the most truest words, because that's really important for me lately. I don't want to do like codependency shit. I want things to be clean. I want your things to be on your side and my things to be on my side. That's why I'm weighing my words. Like, I want you to come to me because you want help seeing what is in you. And you want, because it's so easy for me when I see things inside you to seek to understand. I know how to ask good questions. I'm genuinely curious. I want to know. I want to learn. And it's so easy for me to see how to say, like, the true intention, the positive intention behind whatever behavior. So I have a friend, and she is like aggressive, sharp, can be mean, cold, like that kind of energy, critical. Those parts of her are really scared. They really had to defend themselves. They are very fiercely protective of her heart, her feelings, her vulnerability. It's easy for me to talk to them and be like, I love you. I love them. They are precious. I like them. I don't want them gone. I want them here. Be friends. Like, so if you want to see, which it's experiencing yourself, experiencing what you have inside, the worlds that live inside. That is a good feeling in and of itself to be able to walk through that closet door in Narnia and experience like this new magical realm and walk around and discover and be like, this is me. This amazing place, this is me. So that's one thing. And then you encounter someone or something inside that world, that reality, that realm, and you get to be like, that is me. That living being that's walking, it just walked past us. That's me. And then you get to stop them and talk to them and like, who are you? What are you doing here? What's your, like, where are you going? What's it? It's so much fun to learn about yourself in that way, to meet yourself in that way. I promise there's so many parts inside of you that you will find hilarious. You will adore them. And it's common when, so I'm imagining me and you, we're walking next to each other, like adventuring in your internal world. And then we might encounter something. I mean, at some point we will, because there are things inside there. And then you will have a reaction to that. Maybe you will be super judgmental. Like, disgusting. Ugh, appealing. Appalling. Not appealing, that's the wrong word. Appalling. Because you've been conditioned to see those aspects of you that way. So then, that's information. Then you're learning about where did you learn to feel that way? Who taught you that? Why do you believe that? How does that serve you? How does that keep you safe? Interesting. Interesting information. And then you get to see me interact with that part, and you get to see my behavior towards that part. And I'm like, ooh, no, that part's, I like it. Then you'll be like, why do you like it? It's mean and weak. And I'm like, well, actually, because I can see different than you. Part of my job. And then I'll explain to you why I love it. And the positive things I'm seeing in it. And then that will help you change your mindset, and you'll be like, I didn't think about it that way. That's pretty clever, actually. I'm like, I know, right? Smart. Fascinating. You did that. You're like, I really did that. Yeah, you did. It's pretty cool. And you'll be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that I did that. I'm like, even more genius. Like, whatever capacity you have, like, you're doing it without thinking. How badass. Like, the enjoyment in that process. I mean, can you see how many layers of awesome we're talking about? First of all, discovering a new world, a new realm. Amazing. What's there? We don't know. Adventure, fun, novelty, mysteries. Like, amazing. Then you get to encounter different parts of yourself. So fascinating learning about yourself that way. Then you get to discover what you think about them and why. Why do you have that relationship? Tells you so much about what you grew up with. Tells you about your family lineage. Tells you about so much. And then you get to change your feelings about those parts through seeing me, how I feel about them and how I like them. When you are really judgmental, critical, or hostile towards a part of you, that hostility is felt inside you. That's your inner climate, right? You'll sense that. Maybe you're aware, maybe you're not. But like, on some level, you know that. So when your feelings toward that change, and it's no longer judgmental, critical, or hostile, but it's like, that's pretty cool actually, I like it. That's felt. You're changing the internal feeling. And then, because my work is so much about what's inside your relationship to yourself. I'm going to 9 out of 10 times just point you inwards again. That comes before whatever problem you came to me for, which is often, I have a fight with my boyfriend, or I don't have a boyfriend. Why I don't have a boyfriend? Like all these kind of things. Or, oh, why am I attracting this shitty same type of boyfriend? It's always a boyfriend. Or the lack of one. So when you change these things inside you, when you love yourself when you love yourself more, when you get to meet yourself, that's a level of connection and intimacy that I think most of us want. We want that with a partner. We want a partner that looks into our eyes, and whatever drama that we're going about, they're like, babe, I can see what's going on, really. Like, I can see what's really going on. You're hurt. I did something, or did someone else do something? Because, like, I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Do you want to talk about it now, or do you want to talk about it later? Someone who really has your inner feelings, because that is, when someone has your inner feelings, that is, how do I put words on that? That is when where you can finally relax. That is when you feel finally seen. That is where you're safe. So I was thinking after meeting this woman by the ocean, I was thinking, what if she comes to my Facebook page and she finds all my posts and they're so hostile, and I'm just so often up against within myself this feeling that I have to convince people to see the truth or defend myself, I don't know. And I was thinking, I want people to feel safe coming to me. Like, I want people to, if you wanna see your truth, if you wanna find your truth, if you wanna really discover who you are, you wanna learn to be on your own side, you wanna learn to choose yourself, you wanna learn how to do that, if you wanna learn how to say that, it's like when you really want something and to go for that in a way that feels really good to you. Because I think many people, they believe that if you really find your truth, it's going to be like really, they have a lot of beliefs connected to that they will have to be in they will be up against people, and it will be kind of like a fight. I don't know, that's not a good explanation, but I can't give a better one right now. Too warm to give a better explanation. My mind doesn't work. I really just wanna, for those who really are ready, who want to see themselves and really want to, like, I am going for whatever is true in you that I see. I will point that out. I will bring that to the table and we will talk about it. And however unsavory it looks or feels, or whatever reactions you might have to what the truth is. But the truth is where I want to go. That's where I'm going with people. And I mean, I had in my therapy session on Wednesday, I was in a part talking and I said something that was really unsavory about myself, and I caught myself saying it, and I can feel the special face I get when I'm like, oh, that was unsavory. I really said that. And I look at my therapist and he looks at me and I'm like, oh. Yeah. And then now that's on the table. Unsavory. But here we are. Probably I said something like, I want them to be dependent on me, or I like weak people. Something along those lines. I mean, it's in there. If it's in there, it's going to be out there. Like I'm that's the whole point. Makes a huge difference though. Like when you have a practitioner they love you and they are on your side, they're on the side of your truth. And they have compassion and grace and patience, and you're so accepted, in whatever process you're going through. It takes the time it takes. There's no pressure to be better than you are, or heal faster than you do, or be like nothing. It's just whatever is. That is. It is what it is. In each moment. And we're here for that. The point is to love you. Find your truth and love your truth. If that's something for you, I have sessions. 60-minute sessions, 1.5 hour long sessions. I have a bundle for 6 sessions, which is 10% off, 15% off-ish. I have, if you wanna, that's real fun, reach your goal. It's a 7 or 8 module course, with or without sessions. It's a lot of questions, like journaling prompts, modules with like some theory and examples. It's real fun. It's real powerful. It's real effective. It will change you. It will change you. I have that as well. I have, if you want to read more, I'm not as scary as I appear to be in my posts. I'm just putting that out there. And I think because so many of the posts I share are about or have been about me, I'm displaying my own process. So I am doing the work with myself, like showing what's going on and figuring out how to navigate that. So people have told me it looks like chaotic and dramatic and like too much. And they are surprised when they come to a session and I can hold that much. Like people don't understand my capacity until they meet me in person in a session. My capacity is great. It just maybe doesn't appear like that because my posts make it seem like it's not, but I mean, I am consciously choosing to show you the raw, unfiltered process that I'm in. And I was not dealt like an easy childhood. It's not a walk in the park. Figuring out how I'm set up, dealing with the trauma, doing all of that at once. and having the bravery to show what I'm doing as I am doing it, not after the fact when I can feel safe and secure and look back and be like, yeah, that was then. I'm like, this is me now, and I might be different tomorrow. Facebook page, Instagram page, web page. There will be some way to get in touch with me, either which way you look. My email is on my webpage, which is my name, gunildarcher.com. Emails on my Facebook page. There's booking link on my webpage. If you have questions, reach out. Yeah. I hope to see you.